What's going on, world? Brian Wright here, and you're now tuned into the Brian Wright Radio Show, where we offer value in the form of content that'll hopefully help you change your mindset, where you can go out there and serve the world and leave it a better place than you found it. To all those people, I want to say thank you for tuning into this show, and I hope this message gives you a lot of value. Today's topic, we're going to talk about vision. We're going to talk about vision. So I'm going to go to an Helen Keller quote. Somebody that was blind, deaf, and all that stuff. She said, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. The only thing that's worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. That speaks volume, especially coming from her, somebody who was blind and couldn't see anything. But there's a lesson in it. How many people do we know today that wake up every day but no vision? They have no direction on what the future holds. They have no direction on what their lives are going to be like in the next 1 year. Basically, what they're doing is they're just walking in the dark. And in order to get out of the dark, you got to do what? Turn on the light. You got to use that thing that they used to have in television when they used to ding the little light bulb. Because that is the only way that you are going to get to any destination. I want you to think about it. You have a ship without a course, without a roadmap showing how to get to that spot. If somebody wants to cook something, what does they have to do? They have to look up a recipe in order to do the dish. And it's the same thing in life. You can't just go through life with no vision. You got to ask yourself, what does your life look like? What kind of car do you want to drive? What kind of vacations do you want to be taking? What kind of places do you want to stay? What kind of houses do you want? If you ask majority of people that, guess what they're going to say? I want a big house. What kind of big house? I want a nice car. What kind of nice car? I want a whole lot of money. How much is a whole lot of money? That's not vision. That's not clear. Vision is clear. When you see something, you see it clearly. And majority of people, they have no vision. So they're getting up in the morning and they're depressed. Why? Because they don't have nothing to work towards. They don't have a vision. That's why majority of people are just going with the wind. They're just going with the wind. They're not doing anything else. They're just going with the wind. And they thinking, oh, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I hope things get better. Things don't get better by hope. Things get better with vision, with sitting down. And that's what I say about using your mind, because everything that we have is inside of us, but it's up to us to bring it out. Nobody's going to bring it out for us. Nobody's going to sit down and go, okay, what do you want? Do you want this? Do you want that? No. First of all, if anybody care more than you, then something's wrong. I heard people say before they manage anybody, managers, when it comes, especially artists, when it comes to artists, they want to see, is it worth managing? Do you got your do you got your ducks in a row? Do you have something for them to manage? Or are you just hoping somebody comes in and just saves your career? You hoping that they do all the legwork while you sit there and don't do nothing. That's not a fair trade. That's not how life works. If you don't take the time to sit there and plan out your own life, that way you'll have a vision of it, then guess what? You're going to get whatever life gives you. What type of stuff do you want to be doing? All you have to do is sit down with a pen, with a pad, and do what you need to do. Write it out, time it. You're more than likely to do what you do if you write it down. If you write it down and look at it every day, because guess what? You're going to be reminded of it daily. And when you step in there and you're doing that work sometimes that you don't want to do, you'll always have that vision in mind. You'll always be reminded of it. So that way, even when you don't feel like doing it, guess what you're thinking about? Man, I want to put my daughter in private school. Man, I want to drive this type of car. Man, I want to stay in these type of neighborhoods. Hey, I want to go on exotic vacations. I want to get my passport stamped. So these are the things that I have to do in order to move in that direction. Vision. You have to do and when you make the vision, guess what you got to do? You got to break the vision down step by step. You can't just look at the vision, the end result, what it's going to look like, and then think it's just going to attract to you. No, what do you have to do day by day, month by month, minute by minute, second by second in order to get to that vision? Don't let your mind drift. Plant seeds into your mind so they can grow, so you can get to your harvest, so you can water it. Like I said, it's just like nature. If you plant a seed, you have to take care of it. When you work on your goals every day, that's taking care of your seeds. That's watering your seeds. That's protecting your seeds to make sure that they grow. It's the same way when it comes to life. Do not go through life without a vision, because if you do, life is going to hand over to you what it hands over to everybody else that has no vision, which is a mediocre life. Don't live a mediocre life. Sit down today. Do it today. Start the habit of it. Write down what you want every day. Remind yourself of it every day. Remind yourself of the work that needs to be done every day. Do not sit there and let life just drift. It sounds so simple, but you'll be surprised how many people don't do it, or how many people are afraid to do it. How many people are afraid to even write down what they want because they've been told majority of their lives that they can't get it and they scared of it. When really you can get anything that you put your mind to if you're willing to do the work for it. Don't let what nobody told you hurt your vision, because it's your vision. It's nobody else's vision. It's yours. And you hold on to it. And if you don't want to tell people your vision, I don't blame you. Because when you tell people your vision and what you have for yourself for the future, and they ain't got nothing going on, they going to try to crush your vision because they don't have one. How crazy is that? They don't have one. So instead of encouraging yours, guess what they're going to do? They're going to shoot it down. And that's why it's good sometimes to keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Don't worry about what nobody else got going on. The only thing you need to be doing from here on out is working towards your visions. Working towards what you want to do, where you want to live, where you want to drive, the people that you want to meet, and the exotic locations that you want to go. Or you want to take your family or your child. That is the only thing that needs to matter to you from here on out. And plan your life. Get people around that do the same thing. Get people around that make the same thing, that are going to help you and encourage you when your vision gets hard, because it is not going to be an overnight process. It is not. And you got to have those people around like, oh yeah, man, I remember what it was like when you first started that. Oh yeah, man, you just got to keep going, bro. The process is not going to escape any of us. The failing is not going to escape any of us. None of that stuff is going to escape us. So we need to embrace it, that it comes with the vision. But that don't mean just because we know that it's going to happen that we should stop the vision. We should say, you know what, even though this is coming, guess what? I'm going to try my best to prepare for it, but I'm still going to stick on my vision no matter what. Because I don't want to live my old life the way that I've been living it. I want to live it towards this vision. Once I get to this vision, that's when I'm going to feel better. That's when I feel like, okay, I can set me a new vision and I can go to the next level. And you're going to already know what needs to be done in order to get there again. You're going to have an idea. You're not going to know exactly what to do, because with new levels come new things, but you're going to have an idea. Okay, this is what it took me in order to get to this. So I can still apply these principles, but I'm probably going to go through something new, but still I want to get to the next level. I have a new vision. So do not, from here on out, wake up in the morning and not have a vision, because you're basically waking up without a purpose. Don't wake up without a purpose. It feels so much better when you can wake up and have a purpose of something that you're working towards, because it gives you something to live for. That's what you have to do. It gives you something to live for. If you're waking up with nothing, no vision, what are you waking up to live for? What are you doing? You're just existing. Stop existing and start living. These abundant things that everybody else got, you can get it too. The only thing is, you have to be clear on what you want, and you have to set the vision just like they did. And you have to go through the process just like they did. Keep doing your thing. Do not stop. You already know what it is. I want everybody that's listening to this right now, I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself, from here on out, what I'm going to do, I'm never going to wake up again without a vision. I'm never going to wake up again without goals to work towards. I'm never going to wake up again and not have a purpose for my life, because my life is important and I have something to live for. And just because other people got it, that is proof that I can get it too. So with that being said, get you a vision. Get you a vision. Get you some goals of the thing you want and execute. That's exactly what you need to do. You know the motto: no distractions until riches. Let's level up.